Hi guys, ArchieLuxury, ArchieLuxury channel. And today guys, I want to make this video. I just sacked a client. That's correct guys, I just sacked a client. And let me explain. I do a bit of consultancy. I do consultancy where I help people build their collection. I help them build a balanced, well thought out collection. I try and give them advice. A couple fans I've had. Dave. Dave's the guy with 6 Daytonas. I'm on the payroll. Give him advice. I've also had a few other people, you know, depending on their station in life as to how much advice I give them. And I recently just fired a client today, and this guy here, he's got a he's a bit of a cheap fuck. Okay, this is the guy who wanted to originally buy my world time, and it just didn't. It just was a disaster. But then I gave him advice, $200 increments. I would give him advice and point him in the right direction. And I got to tell you, I actually found for him a Patek 5230 at 38,000 Australian dollars. That's a amazing price, 38,000 Australian. And anyhow, what happens is he comes back to me. And he comes back to me and he says, "Oh, he sold his Patek World Time. He's going to the soccer in Russia. Now he sold it to a Russian dealer." And I thought to myself, "Fuck me, Dad! What the hell's going on? We're trying to build a quality collection." And this guy here, I mean, he started to give me the shits, and I said to him, so basically he made a couple thousand dollars there. Now, as far as it goes there, what happened was, he comes back to me, and I said to him, you know, he made a couple grand, fair enough. And I said, "Why did you do that? It was really stupid, really stupid. Why sell the world time for what you basically got a little bit of a profit, bee's dick of profit? You were such a hard ass." He goes, "Yeah, I know. I sold it. He sold it to a Russian dealer." And I said, "But I thought this is the guy who wanted 43,000, massive markup. He wanted me to try and sell it." I told him he's fucking dreaming. I said, "Look, I can get you a little bit of profit, but I can't fucking get you thousands like that." And he says to me, I said to him, "You'll never get a world time for that price." And he goes, "Patek seem to depreciate like a motherfucker." Well, I said to him, "How would you know? How would you know, you stupid fuck?" I said, he goes, "I don't see it as an investment grade as a steel roller." I said, "What the fuck would you know? You threw out a Rolex bracelet." This is the guy who threw it out. And he goes, "Yeah, but insurance gave me the money back, cost me nothing." I said, "You sold it to a Russian dealer?" I said, "That means it was way undervalued. Don't understand why." He goes, Yeah. He just thought he'd sell it." I said, "I don't think you realize what a bargain the world time was." This is what I said. "I don't think you realize what a bargain the world time was." He goes, "Gives me fresh funds to buy again." And I said, "Not with my help. I am sick of you." And he goes, "Yes." I said, "Next time, get someone else to help you." He goes, "If you find something and want to earn 500 for a recommendation, let me know for a high-end watch." I said, I feel bad selling, this is what I said, "I feel bad selling watches to you as you're not a true enthusiast." He goes, "But you love money more than you give a fuck about that." I said, No, it's a hassle putting up with your stupidity." He goes, "Fine. And I said, I'm sick of your foolishness. You're a fucking idiot. Okay, at least I'm not broke. I said, I gave you the deal of the decade. I found this deal for him. And you didn't give a fuck. You're a big noter, a showboater. And he goes, the deal of the decade comes about every 2 weeks, to use a real estate phrase. There will always be another one. What a fucking jerk. And I said, well, fucking find the next one on your fucking own. Stick your $500 up your fucking ass. That's what I said to him. I said, you have no class. You're a classless prick, low-class fucker. Goodbye. And, you know, I got to tell you, yes, I'm trying to do consultancy, you know, how I need to earn some money out of it. Yes, that's true. But when the client is a fuckwit, I got to flip them. I got to flip them and tell them when to fuck off out of my life. Because I don't need this bullshit in my life. I don't need the hassle. I don't need the drama. I don't need the patheticness of it all. So I actually fired him. Fired. And I got to be honest with you. He stiffed me. He was a weird guy. Like he said, he was after a vintage sub. So I found 2 vintage sub. I found a 5513 pointed crown guards gold gilt dial. And then he says, oh no, he wants one with papers. I said, well, this is a fucking nice example. This is a rare watch. Then I found him a 1680 box and papers, and he goes, oh, then he price checks it to Chrono 24, and I said, well, hang on a minute. The one on Chrono 24 has a service dial and no box and papers. I said, that's completely different animal. And he goes, oh, maybe vintage is too hard, and just walks off. And I said, well, hang on a minute. I've spent time trying to pin down a deal for you, a good watch. You just flip like that. I'm going to jump at your command for your pocket change. Fuck off. And I got to be honest with you. One of the proudest moments a consultant can have is when he tells the client to go fuck off. Go fuck off and circle jerk. Because, I do a lot of things for money. I do. I do. But, kissing this dickhead's asshole, he can fuck off. There's nothing to be gained from it. So I gave him the big heave-ho. The heave-ho. It's all over, Red Rover. Goodbye. Fuck off. And, I'm trying to, I understand if he had the world time and he sold it because, hey, I really was short and I got problems or this, so that's fair enough. But when he's just a jerk, and then he's trying to build this great collection, he thinks he can easily slide into the next piece. You're not listening to the advice I'm trying to give you. I'm trying to help you, man. I'm trying to help you, and you're acting like a jerk. A jerk. So it was time to give it the old heave fucking ho. Heave fucking ho, fuckers. The heave ho. I gave him the heave ho. And I don't want to say goodbye to clients willy-nilly, but when they are fucking jerks, what do you do? What do you do when the client is an absolute jerk? And that's the reason I fired him today. I fired him and said, I don't need your bullshit in my fucking life. I don't need your bullshit. I don't need your bullshit in my life. So he's out of it. It's gone. It's over. And I gotta tell you, he was a fucking lousy cunt of a client. A lousy cunt of a client. So see you later, you fucking loser. Loser.
Take my eyes on me, my thoughts on me just grow and grow and grow. I am the best there is. I think that I'm so grand.
So my advice to you is stop being so fucking stingy, okay? Stop being so fucking stingy and get some decent wristwatches. So Explorer 2, Polar 42, all the black. IWC Ingi, the in-house 3227-01, or I'd even say Breitling, get it as a 42 or a 46 mil. And if you don't get the Heritage 2, this is the Heritage 2 with the Tudor movement, you can actually get it in a white dial. So, hey, I reckon that would be amazing. Absolutely, positively would be amazing. So, there you go, guys. That's a bit of advice from the Pontiff. That's a few choices there. Tell me what you fuckers think. Tell me what you fuckers think. There's 3 combo meal deals. Tell me what you guys think. And keep watching the Archie Luxury program. Fuckaroo!